What's going on, guys? Sam Adams here, and today we're going to be talking about a PlayStation 4 price cut and the possibility of one in the next couple of months. And this all pretty much started with the Tokyo Game Show that happened last week. And basically what happened there is that Sony dropped the price of the PlayStation 4 in Japan down to 34,980 yen, which sounds like a lot of money, but it translates over to about $292 US. So basically, that's about 300 bucks, which is $50 cheaper than the price of the Xbox One in the States now, and $100 cheaper than the price of the PlayStation 4 at the time of making this video for the base model that normally comes with some kind of game or something along those lines. Basically, what I'm trying to say is $300 in Japan for a PlayStation 4, which is not bad whatsoever. That's a pretty good price. And then Phil Spencer said this comment that I will put right here, in which he basically said that if Sony's past has anything to say about what they're going to do going into this holiday season, they're probably going to have a price cut. And he also said the Xbox had no fear over this, that they were still going to be able to keep the lights on, so to speak, and that the holidays are looking good for everyone. But do you think that the PlayStation 4 really needs a price drop? Personally, from a consumer standpoint, I'm putting myself in the person's shoes that is wanting to buy a new generation console, that is on a budget, maybe a high school student or a college student that doesn't have that much money coming in. I'm looking at a PlayStation 4 versus an Xbox One, and it has been shown that the PlayStation 4 does have a slight better, it has a slight advantage over the Xbox One. Metal Gear Solid 5, for an example, runs a little bit smoother on the PlayStation 4 than it does on the Xbox One. And of course, PlayStation arguably has better exclusives as compared to Xbox, but that argument can be made either way. What it comes down to is that if I can get a PlayStation 4, which is the best-selling console of this generation and probably the best place to play if you're on a console, I guess that's just my opinion, you could say something else, but for something that is arguably the best place to play for this generation of consoles, for 300 bucks as opposed to the competitor for 350, that is where I want it to be. Of course, from Sony's point of view, I would not drop the price whatsoever. If I'm the CEO and I see that my console has been the best-selling console of this generation and is continuing to be that way, I'm not sure why I would drop the price by $100. That's a lot of money. The only way I could see this being a good business idea is if they're looking at the holiday season and rumor has it within the Sony Corporation itself or PlayStation itself, the Xbox is going to drop the Xbox One down to $250, say, for the holiday season, which I would not doubt to see whatsoever, if they wanted to go ahead and compete with that and be like, hey, it's $50 more than the $250 Xbox One, but for 300 bucks you can get a PlayStation 4, and we'll throw in a copy of Metal Gear Solid 5 or Tearaway Unfolded or the new Assassin's Creed for free. And that is where I really see this kind of deal shining whenever it comes to the holiday season this year. Either way, predictions say that we're going to be seeing this announcement sometime within the Paris Games Week, if it is going to happen at all, which is between October 28th and November 1st. So we've got about a month leading up to this, and I'm sure that the speculation will continue, and there might even be a leak, which I'm sure that I will talk about, of some kind of price cut coming. But it definitely is looking to be an interesting holiday season, way better than last year, because last year the games launched were terrible. In the same week, we had Assassin's Creed Syndicate and Halo the Master Chief Collection, which were both pretty abysmal when it comes to their launches. And of course, the price cuts were pretty good for the Xbox One, and they were able to make some sales up to compete with the PlayStation 4, but ultimately it wasn't that interesting. It looks like this is going to be a pretty awesome holiday season, especially if you're looking to buy a new generation console, because that competition is going to be neck and neck this year. So there you guys have it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, drop me a like down below and comment which system you would pick, a $250 Xbox One or a $300 PlayStation 4, and what do you need included with that system to actually purchase one. I'm just curious. Let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel or you've never seen any of my other videos, I upload new stuff like 3 or 4 days a week depending on the week, so there's always something new on the channel when you drop by to watch some videos. And as always, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this particular video. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.